Yesterday, my friends discovered some mannequins in the dumpster. We should have left them alone. When we were all gathered at Mike's place, there were 6 of us. Me, Mike, Jenny, Sarah, Tom, and Dave. We'd been best friends since high school, inseparable even as we ventured into different colleges and jobs. But I never would have thought I would be the only one left by tomorrow. We'd just finished a round of video games when Mike suggested we take a walk to the old factory on the edge of town. The place had been abandoned for years, ever since the textile industry went belly up. It was a favorite haunt of ours when we were younger, creepy but thrilling, with its rusting machinery and graffiti-covered walls. Why not? I shrugged, looking around at the others. It beats sitting around here doing nothing. Everyone seemed to agree, so we grabbed our jackets and headed out. The walk to the factory wasn't far, and as we got closer, the familiar sight of the crumbling brick building loomed before us. The place was still as eerie as I remembered, but the nostalgia of our past adventures there kept the fear at bay. We wandered around, reminiscing about the good times, when Dave suddenly froze. "Guys, look at this," he called out, pointing to a large dumpster at the back of the building. We all gathered around, peering over the edge to see what he was pointing at. Inside were a bunch of mannequins, at least a dozen, piled on top of one another. They were dirty, covered in grime and dust, but otherwise intact. "What the hell?" Jenny muttered, her brow furrowing. "Why would anyone throw away so many mannequins?" "They're probably from one of the old department stores downtown," Tom suggested, ever the pragmatist. "They must have cleared out some storage room and dumped them here." That explanation seemed reasonable enough, and we were about to leave it at that when Mike, ever the troublemaker, grinned and said, "Let's take one, for old time's sake." "Are you serious?" Sarah asked, eyeing him with a mix of disbelief and curiosity. "Why not?" Mike shrugged. "It'll be fun. We can dress it up, freak out some of the kids in the neighborhood." It was a stupid idea, but we'd all had a couple of beers, and in the moment, it seemed like harmless fun. So, we helped Mike haul one of the mannequins out of the dumpster. It was a female figure, tall and slender, with no arms and a smooth, featureless face. Something about it unsettled me, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. We carried the mannequin back to Mike's place, joking and laughing along the way. Once we got it inside, we set it up in the living room, propping it against the wall. Mike found an old dress in the closet and threw it over the mannequin, completing the look. "Creepy as hell," Dave said with a chuckle, taking a step back to admire our handiwork. "You're telling me," I muttered, still feeling uneasy. But I shook it off, telling myself it was just a hunk of plastic. We spent the rest of the evening at Mike's, playing more games and chatting. Eventually, one by one, my friends started to leave, and soon it was just me, Mike, and the mannequin. I was about to call it a night, when something strange happened. The lights flickered. It was so brief that at first I thought I'd imagined it. But then it happened again, and this time the TV turned off with a sharp pop. "Power surge?" Mike guessed, frowning. "Maybe," I said, though I wasn't convinced. It didn't feel like a normal power issue. It felt wrong. Suddenly, there was a noise, a soft rustling sound, like fabric moving. I turned to look at the mannequin, half expecting it to have fallen over, but it hadn't moved, or at least, it didn't seem like it had. Yet the feeling of wrongness persisted, growing stronger by the second. "Dude, let's get out of here," I said, my voice shaky. "This place is giving me the creeps." Mike, ever the skeptic, laughed it off. "Relax, man. It's just a mannequin. You're letting your imagination get the best of you." But I wasn't so sure. Something about that thing felt off, like it was more than just a discarded piece of store decor. I couldn't shake the feeling that we'd made a mistake, a big one. Eventually, I convinced Mike to let me crash on the couch. I didn't want to go home, not while I was feeling this unnerved. But sleep didn't come easily. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that mannequin in my mind, standing there in the dark, as if it were watching me.